Wow, it's a rainbow. I loved it.
Happy Vlogmas, everyone. We just got back from the mall and we finally have Josh's grandma's gift. I ended up buying the one that they had on hold for us because the one that we ordered, unfortunately, they oversold and didn't have it anymore. So this is it. It's the exact same one, just a size larger, which I honestly think this will probably fit her better. So hopefully she'll like it. I did get a gift receipt just in case. And then what we actually ordered was still there in the store as well. Package, although when I was like, hi, I have to pick up a package and I have something on hold, she looked through the packages twice and she's like, are you sure we called you? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, please don't tell me you've lost this package now too. But thankfully she just like over missed it in the box and stuff. It's just a white long sleeve waffle knit, which again, she also put on her list that she wanted, and it will be perfect to go underneath this cardigan or this cardigan that we got as well from Reitman's, which is at one of the other stores that she really loved. So I'm gonna wrap these all up in a box together, and I just stopped by my parents' house because they live up the road, and I picked up some wrapping paper. This is our lovely wrapping paper. Oh, there's so much. I don't think I'm gonna use like any I'm obviously gonna use some. I don't think I'm gonna use like even half of it. I just love the Christmas tree one and the bow one, so I might, or there's another Christmas tree with deer. I think I might do my parents all with the Christmas tree, so like I said in my last vlog, they can all be matchy, which would be really cute. When I was at my parents' house this past week, I did a lot of Christmas baking. One thing I also made while I was there are called refrigerator bran muffins, and I forgot mine at my parents' house. So like these ones are my like great grandma's recipe, and the sense is like you literally keep the batter in your fridge for up to 6 weeks, so you can bake fresh muffins whenever you crave one. It takes like 15 minutes. So I made the batch of it, gave half to my parents and half for us, and I just picked it up. So we're gonna go make some because I'm so excited. They're so good and I haven't had them in literally so long. Also, I totally forgot about this. I'm so sorry. Josh ended up doing it yesterday because it was his day, and he got the little holly, or is it a mistletoe? We were trying to figure that one out. And then I did mine this morning because he did his this morning, so we both forgot about it. And I got a little snowflake, which I thought was so cute. The fact that we're almost done is so crazy. I will definitely do the last one with you guys, or I'll do the 22nd with you guys, and then maybe I'll just post a photo of what the last one is on Marla Mox on my Instagram if you go over and follow me. But I'm so happy. I'm excited for Christmas. The fact that we now have all the gifts in our house because my brother's gift got delivered today, which was early, so that is so amazing. So these are the muffins. You literally just keep them in a container in your fridge, and then we have the baking instructions on here and the date that they're good till up there. Honestly, we'll definitely finish it before. We thought that the recipe was huge, so I half the recipe, which means my parents have a quarter and we have a quarter, and I literally just put 2 muffins in to bake to have a little snack before we go to the gym. Before we head out to the gym, I'm gonna make some focaccia bread, or at least start the dough, because we're gonna make pizza tonight. And if you guys have never made pizza with focaccia bread, it's so good. Honestly, it is so easy and so much cheaper than buying dough from the grocery store. I found my focaccia recipe literally online on TikTok from Lacey's Bakes. I used her same day focaccia and it's amazing. Now it's time for stretch and pull, so it's really important you wash your hands, and then at the end put cold water on them so the dough doesn't stick to it. And then I always roll up my sleeves so you don't get your sleeves in the dough. And you want to stretch and pull it about 4 to 8 times. You don't want to like rip your dough, so once it starts kind of getting too hard to stretch, then you know you're done, and then you recover it back up and let it sit for another 15 minutes. I thought we could do a little taste test of the muffins. I put butter on one of the sides. Well, it's vegan basil, but that's what I love because I grew up on basil. So let's do a little taste. I love when like it gets all like warm and gooey. I'm so excited. I don't know why I blew on it. It's not that hot. I've been letting it sit for like 15 minutes, so it wouldn't be hot. That was so good and yummy. I'm definitely gonna have to keep making more of those in the new year because they're so good, and I love the fact that you can just bake them and have a warm muffin. A warm muffin for a snack, although my oven doesn't cook them well. I had to put them back in after I took them out, but my new oven that I have in the new year will. This is his grandma's box, exactly how I hoped it would be. When you open it, you can see it all and then obviously pick it up and look at them individually. So I'm so happy I kept the box. It's gonna be so much fun seeing her open all the gifts. I just finished wrapping his grandma's gifts, so I thought I'd show you. The other ones we did wrap together, but I finally added the bows because I found the ribbon. So for the normal gifts for his family, there's gonna be no bows, so I'm hoping she won't be able to tell that it's from us, but I by accident wrapped some normal gifts with this paper. However, I think I'm the only one that thinks like that because I know his, like Josh's mom, for example, wraps all of her gifts with the same paper, so we'd all kind of know. But I added the bow and I think it's so cute on the little one. This is the jewelry box. It's got like 5 different sets of earrings. Then we have this one that also has a little pretty bow in front, and this one has like the different flower kind of decals that you can put up for decor. Lastly, the big, I think it's so adorable, with all of her clothes, and I like that they're all like similar themed, like white and kind of white, although this is kind of like an off-white, but sorry, I said white on white. I like that they're all white and red. I think it's so cute, and then I'm gonna put them all together. Lastly, we have my brother's gift, which I wrapped in his Noel paper with a little bow, except for these ones, for some reason I did curl them, but I might have to curl them again. They're not really staying too curly. I still think it's so cute. I wish the ones that my parents had was a metallic paper, but we only have regular paper left. But I think that this one, because it does have like some, my wrapping paper fell, because it still has like some gold, it will be really pretty. I'm not going to show you guys what I wrapped though, because my mom will watch this and I want it to be a complete surprise. We're just gonna divide it in half, and then you do not stretch and pulls. I guess technically you do stretch and pull it, but you pretty much take it in half, fold it on top, then you flip it so the folds are in the bottom, and then you let that rise for an hour and a half to, or an hour to an hour and a half, still again covered. You always want your dough covered so it doesn't dry out. Okay, we have our dough covered with our little Christmas tea towels. We're gonna head to the gym now. Thankfully, because it is 5 p.m. on a Saturday and our gym's in our building, I'm hoping it's going to be empty. It's not that big, so it's just nice when nobody's there. But honestly, the most people that will be there at the time is like 3 other people, which is not that bad. Anyways, we're gonna let this sit, like I said, and then when we come back, we're gonna bake it and make pizza for dinner. So our pizza focaccia is in the oven. When you're done rising it, you just pull it and stretch it out with your hands until it kind of reaches the pan surface area. Now, when you use focaccia bread for pizza, it's always important that you par bake it first, just so that the bread doesn't, I guess, retain too much moisture in it. So you cook it for about half the time. We've prepped all of the ingredients so when it comes out, you can quickly top it, put it back in the oven. Now, I use store-bought pizza sauce. However, I do not eat it like store-bought pizza sauce. I add a lot of stuff in it, so it's better, but I use it as a base. I just have like a very basic kind that has basil. When I get the jar, I go and add it into a big bowl, and I add in tomato paste, olive oil, garlic, and Italian seasoning with a little bit of chili flakes. Mix it all up. Use it for my first pizza because it will obviously be too much for here, and then I'll put the rest in here and keep it in my freezer so it's always ready to go, and then we just take it out the morning after thaw it. I find it makes the pizza sauce so much better than normal store-bought sauce. I find it really sweet, so that's what I love to do. And then for toppings, we never generally buy a lot of pizza toppings. We just use whatever we have in the house. So we just grated up mozzarella cheese. Had some cherry tomatoes to get rid of, so I made like a quick little bruschetta. I'm sorry, you cannot get me call it bruschetta. I feel like I've called it bruschetta my whole life. So we made that. I just did onion, cherry tomatoes, added some garlic, dried basil because I didn't have any fresh. And then I also did basil olive oil on it. And then for the other pizza, I'm just gonna do onions because I love onions on my pizza. I think it's so good with chili flakes. And then when I take it out of the oven, we always top our pizza with Romano cheese, my absolute favorite cheese, with like a zester so it's nice and fine on top. So delicious. And then I love to put like honey on mine, or like hot honey if we have it. Let me know what you guys like on the top of your pizza. Also, which is so nice, our neighbor dropped off some sweets for Christmas. We just found it on our door when we left to go to the gym, and I'm 90% sure that they're butter tarts from Carluke. They are. They smell so good. Carluke is like an orchard actually. They have the best butter tarts ever. I have a TikTok, or I guess like a YouTube short on my page of an afternoon spent at Carluke's. I just finished getting all ready to go to the Royal Botanical Gardens for their winter wonderland. So Royal Botanical Gardens is like a massive, I don't know if I would call it a park, but like a massive garden area. They have multiple different locations, like the Rock Garden, for example, the main one, and they're so beautiful. They have so many different plants, and it's one of my absolute favorite places to go in the summertime. So they do like different events based on the time of the year. So this year with it, Christmas and everything, they have lighted up all their plants. So my family and I are gonna go. I'm so excited because I've always wanted to go and I've never been. So I will get as much videos as I can. It is gonna be very cold out. So as you can see, I got a turtleneck on. I have this like very thin knit, but it is so warm. Like I'm toasty right now. But I got it like this because I'm gonna be wearing a scarf and I don't want to be too bulky up here, especially because I'm gonna zip my scarf up in my coat. Of course, my toque, and then I have very fuzzy mittens to wear later. It's like -10 outside, so it'll be a little cold, but there's gonna be like a lot of like fun treats, like hot chocolate and apple cider and like cookies and stuff, so I will probably get something to eat. Just waiting for my mom and dad to tell me they're here. Since my place is en route to the Royal Botanical Gardens from their house, they're like, do you want us to pick you up? And I'm like, sure, I will take a free ride any single day, which I'm excited for because my dad got a new car yesterday. Lives in cold climates. Tell me if they also keep in their Parker. Like I always keep lip balm and hand cream because I'm always so dry and I need to reapply it everywhere. So in all my coats and bags, I literally stash it there.
Oh, you in there, Josh?